Hello Pisces, welcome to the Black-Hearted Oracle. Before we get started, I'd like to give homage and reverence to Mother Sustainer, Father Creator, and of course my beautiful ancestors. Now, this is a love and romance reading for all Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, as well as cross-watchers and those that are just curious that happen to come across this video. Now, what you see laid before you is the opening guidance of your reading. And the first guidance comes from the Black-Hearted Oracle, and it's number 36, which boils down to a 9, and that's mental slavery. And the message reads, free man, can't you see how long you have been set free? No chains on your hands, no chains on your feet. No prison confines thee from being who you are meant to be. But oh, so funny that this joke is on me, because the slave that I am was never meant to be seen, because he that controls the mind controls the body as well. It is time to unlearn the multitude of things that have consistently blocked your growth. Don't you know you are God's? Can't you believe you are a creator? Are you not aware of the power you possess? Your mind is on autopilot, creating the havoc you fear. Mental slavery is the worst kind, because the slave knows not that he is one. Now, the second message comes from the Little Reminders deck, and it is practice. And is every day I practice my ability to reach my desired financial goals. The final message comes from the Shadow and Light deck, and it is the Three Witchy Sisters, the Power of Three. And it reads, their hat are designed to connect them to celestial knowledge, all that is to be above. When they take them off, they connect with the earth, what is said to be below. They are very, very good at sensing what sort of energy is about. They often visit people who know that something isn't quite right, but just can't work out what that is. The Three Witchy Sisters speak. We can sense around you some strange energy. This problem may not even be a problem. It's simply something that you do not understand yet. You must help us by being aware, awake, and alert to what is around you. The Spirit message. Something that has just happened will happen twice, then 3 times. Something that has already happened twice will happen 1 more time. And something that has happened 3 times is now complete, finished. Farewell, finally, by the 3 who are in charge of these strands of fate that repeat in 3s, this lesson is learned. Now, to start your message, I asked, how will you be represented in the in the time frame of October 31st through November 30th? And it is playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And to clarify this, I received the Hangman and the 5 of Wands in reverse. So what is this saying to you is you need to look at things from a different perspective. If you're being combative, you need to give that a rest. You need to put that down and go into your inner child. Allow your inner child to guide you within this time frame. Now, we have Atlantis, rapid development, excellence, and success. So this is saying that something within this time frame is going to develop real quick. And what is that? Is the Knight of Coins, the Hierophant, and the Seven of Swords. So the Knight of Coins is a slow-moving opportunity. The Hierophant is the established order, or it could be a commitment. And the Seven of Swords is sneakiness. So you're waiting on this slow-moving opportunity that's causing some sort of discord in your relationship that you've decided to put to rest because you're deciding to be playful. But what's going on is that there's a Seven of Swords energy. Okay. Now the intention was release. Now, I wanted to know, because this card speaks of the dialect that happens in the mind, the negative dialect that happens into the mind of someone always telling themselves, always cursing themselves mentally. But this is saying that you need to release this in order to be playful. Now, what you received for that was the Page of Staffs. So you're going to be receiving an honest message. And this message is going to have you in your head. And I wanted to know what these Two of Swords, what is this have you blindfolded that you can't see once you receive this message? And whatever it is, it's going to have you Ten of Wands, overburdened, and the Knight of Staffs. Someone who is eager to take action. And when I further, it was about temperance, finding balance in a love relationship. So you're going to have to find balance between playfulness and giving up this combative energy. Now, the second question I asked is, what problems will you encounter within this time frame? And I received the Religious Factors card. And to further clarify that, I received the Four of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. Now, I know they say this is the student card, the studying card, but to me, this is somebody who's planted their seeds and they're waiting upon their harvest. And to me, if you look at him, he looks like he's daydreaming. And what he's daydreaming about are these reminiscent feelings of someone in the past. But he's overly busy. And, well, not him, but sorry. This is a general reading. So when I say him or her, take it as it resonates. I'm not really speaking of a person. I'm just speaking of the energies. So this person is unrested, but they need to rely on their faith, because it says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and your spiritual path. So if you haven't stepped on your path and you're still stuck in the religious world, then or if your path is one of religion, no judgments. It's just saying that, you're keeping yourself busy, but you're waiting on your fruits. And while you're waiting on these fruits, you're very reminiscent of something that caused your heart to be playful. You see, this is adrift. This is letting go, allowing the higher forces to take control. For a while, Exactly. You're not giving in to your faith. You know, you're not relying on the Creator in this moment to take control. You're trying to figure it out for thyself. And Justice, the Devil, and the Hangman came out sideways. So while you're in this position of waiting on your fruits to ripen, you're waffling back and forth, unable to see things from a different perspective about this energy that you're thinking about, but it was a devil energy. You know, this is the stuff that looks good, feels good, smells good, and tastes good, but destroys us in the end. So maybe you're sugarcoating whatever this energy was for you. Because, you know, as time progresses on, we tend to look at the past in a more favorable light. But your mind is unable to rest because you're lacking justice. You have to remember, this is the problems that you're going to be facing within the time frame. Now, the intention was prayer. You're really going to have to seek your higher self in prayer. Because what you're wanting is the Ten of Cups with somebody who is balanced emotionally and stable. You know, someone who sits firmly on his emotions and in integrity. Not someone who's playing games with you. Not someone who is only like a Knight of Wands, comes in and out. Not these devil energies. You're seeking your justice. But this is something that you're having trouble getting because you're not allowing yourself to drift. You're not allowing yourself to rest and have faith. But you need to seek your higher self in prayer. Now, the helpful energies that you'll have access to is it is safe for you to love in reverse. It says open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, which we know is love. You know, because you're looking for an opportunity that's going to give you wish fulfillment. But you're not going to find it within this love field that you're looking in. You're really going to have to look for something that is actually tangible. Something that is of the material world to give you this wish fulfillment that you're looking for. And receptivity. Allow yourself to receive, allow yourself to give. You know, because we always think that to be open to and receptive is to be open, you know, in a sexual manner of giving and receiving sexually or intimately. But it's not necessarily that, you know. You have to allow the energies to flow abundantly within you. And what's this? The clarifying Eight of Cups. So just as your religious factors would be your problem, and allowing yourself to drift and allowing the Creator to guide you and connecting it through prayer and seeking the justice that you deserve. As you can see, it's telling you that this give and take that you need to do, it needs to be with spirit. You need to walk away from seeking this through an intimate connection. You know, this person is walking around with their star. So the star is the hope and the healing that you have received. So whatever they have gone through within themselves, they have caged their healing and their hope. And that is what is guiding them. That is their shining light through all of the coldness that they trampled upon, that they have overcame. intentions is gossip. You know, because through gossip, somebody's heart is going to be broken because of these Seven of Swords energies. And this is the second Seven of Swords that you're having within your reading. You know, that has Seven of Swords that had you overburdened because of this gossip. So give yourself a break. Walk away from seeking an opportunity through sexual means. And be receptive to what the universe has to offer you, so you can partake in your journey that will lead to your wish fulfillment. Now the outcome is codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. I mean, when people normally see this card, they always say like drugs and, you know, alcohol. But to me, it's not just drugs and alcohol. Because if you look, you don't see any of those things around her. What you see is someone who looks like they're in deep contemplation of not having anyone around, of needing someone else's energy to be their sun. I mean, she is sitting here watching either the sunset on something that she has loved or the sunrise. Now, to further clarify that, again, it's the Six of Cups and the World. So she is codependent on the past, you know, of thinking about what was, of being reminiscent and putting sugar coatings on probably situations that weren't that wonderful. But it's 21. This is the end of the deck. This is a world cycle beginning again. This is like the death card, like a rebirth. Because the Ankh is here, and the Ankh is everlasting life. So, and the scepter of judgment. And they're both standing in the emotions. Yeah, see? Is codependent on air, breathing deep, entering into life, exchange of life-bringing energies. And remember, you had the receptivity card. So this person is codependent on someone's energy because whatever has happened, even though there's these energies, the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Swords, and this one came out twice, all they can think about is how great it was. But a time for that to stop is coming because the world is here. See? Exactly. Queen of Cups in reverse. So this woman is not self-loving, or this person, regardless of gender. We're not speaking about gender, as I said before. This person is not self-loving. You know, she has given up on her self-love. Her cup is not filled because she is constantly looking at this past situation as something to go back to. But that's how it made her feel, betrayed. You know? Because there wasn't an equal give and take. I mean, they say this is an equal give and take, but being that the Ten of Cups here and the Queen of Cups is here, and remember Pisces, this is a water sign reading. So this is you feeling backstabbed and betrayed because of not an equal give and take. And what you're waiting on your ships to come in. But I always need to know what these two wands are. And it's Nine of Pentacles and then King of Pentacles in reverse. So you have to remember that, where is it? Sorry. that you are waiting on a slow-moving opportunity for abundance with someone, and you were willing to be playful for it, and you needed to look at it from a different perspective. But as you can see, that this King of Pentacles, when he's in reverse, he's a manipulative fellow. He uses his money to get what he wants, regardless if it causes anyone to feel backstrapped and betrayed, or to end up in a position where no self-love is given to that person. So you're at a point where this world is wanting to change, and you to come out of this codependency era of feeding off somebody's energy who's not really benefiting you financially or otherwise. Because this King of Pentacles in reverse is a man who crumbs you. He gives you just enough to keep your head above water and to keep you totally dependent on him. So it's either you're going to stick with this King of Pentacles in reverse, or you're going to strike out on your own and find your own independence and balance so that you may be able to enter a partnership as a whole person. Now the intention was facade. The facade of this King of Pentacles. And what's that? You read the lies, but you're going to be receiving a truth from someone. Remember, in the first beginning of your reading, you had the Page of Staffs and the Wheel of Fortune. So if you can let go of this codependency issue that you're having, the wheel will begin to turn in your favor. And this person with the facade and the lies that they're telling you, this King of Pentacles, it's going to fade away, because you're going to get the truth from someone. And that's going to cause your will to turn. Now, this is impatience. And this speaks about blocking your blessings due to being impatient. And what is that? The Devil energies and victory. So it's telling you, do not be impatient to get over these devil energies, because if you are, you're not going to get to this victory. Your impatience with this devil energy won't bring you here. But if you can realize that these are lies, and you get the truth about this devil, your wheel of fortune will turn, and it'll bring you to this victory. Now, Pisces, before we go, I would like to leave you with a few messages of guidance. And the first comes from the Sacred Vision deck. I just love this deck. It's so beautifully illustrated, and the messages go hand in hand. And it's number 21, Passion, which I do believe that is the World card, right? 21. Oh, I don't want to take too long. Yeah, 21, the World. So this is what can come in for you with the changing cycles that's coming upon you. It says, when you are down, look up. Take time to appreciate and enjoy the sweetness of life. Light the fires of passion in your belly and in your heart. When you are down, you may have to look up for inspiration. You may have to look at your life in a new way and make some sacrifices to gain the treasures that are waiting for you. Are you holding yourself back? Sing and chant and listen to the music of nature. Heal your negative feelings. Remember that in the darkest night, you can see the most stars. The bright scarlet of the macaw burns brightly from the black landscape. Like her, you are always in a state of becoming. And at times, it will feel as if your path is completely obscured. But fear not. Your journey is one of spirit, and the light of your heart's desires can always guide the way. Remember that you are very strong, and all you need to see your journey to its end. Oh, I'm sorry. And You have all you need to see your journey to its end. Even when your trail winds through a mysterious landscape, embrace the life of a wanderer, finding oceans of joy in unknown path to the next horizon. Find a different kind of security, one that is deep within your heart, in a place of peace and well-being. It is the treasure of your hero's journey. So again, Pisces, it's telling you to do away with this impatience. Don't work with these devil energies for a slow-moving opportunity that's only going to lead to a 10 of Wands, a 7 of Swords, and then leave you bleeding out in betrayal. Get rid of this codependency because a new cycle is waiting on you. One of 9 of Pentacles in victory, where you can find an equal give and take because this cycle is over. And you can get there through playfulness by awakening your inner child, by standing firmly in your truth and getting rid of these facades and regaining your self-worth and your self-love with the Queen of Cups energies. The next one is God is your source. And this is from the Abundance Angels. And it says, everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the door to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. So there's no need for you to share in a codependency. You have everything that you need. And you receive 2 of the Angel of Abundance messages. And the first one is Lakshmi, bright future. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. And the second one you received was Dana, focused intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. So as you can see, Pisces, this is telling you over and over again how wonderful your future is if you could only step away. And this is from the Earth Magic Oracle deck, and it's Fairies, Earth Magic. And it says you have the same power available to you as the fairies do. It starts with the loving earth through your heartfelt gratitude and appreciation, but more important, through your actions. The fairies can help you to reconnect in a more intimate way with the earth, and all they require is your willingness to pay attention to the trees and plant life around you and demonstrate your care. Whether you live in a small space or have an expansive land, make it a point to be especially attentive to your surrounding vegetation. Plant something. Get your hands in the dirt and do so with love and enthusiasm. Every flower, tree, or shrub you are attending to is a living being. So treat each like you would a dear friend. And ask fairies to help you take care of these friends, and you will be rewarded many times over. So it's good that you should reconnect with the earth, you know, Mother Sustainer, because she is willing to bless us abundantly. And the last one comes from the Animal Medicine cards, and this is number 30, the rabbit. And it's don't box yourself in. And it says plan wisely and recheck fertility, new life, leaps, bounds of your endeavors, and a vegetarian diet. So what this is saying is that, you know, maybe you can switch up some things and change your diet, and Mother Earth will bless you. Now, I hope this message finds you well. I pray you find your higher self in the quiet places, and may Ma'at hold you in her loving graces. Ashe. Thank you for coming to the Black Hearted Oracle. Blessed love.